Hey everyone! Ever wondered what the biggest startup disasters of all time look like? Today, I'm taking you on a whirlwind tour of the top 20. Buckle up, because these stories are wild and packed with lessons. First up, WeWork. Once valued at $47 billion, this co-working giant collapsed spectacularly in 2019. The downfall? Ballooning losses, a failed IPO, and a CEO with a penchant for tequila and private jets. Ouch. Next, FTX. This cryptocurrency exchange seemed unstoppable until 2022, when it imploded due to fraudulent practices and financial mismanagement. The fallout wiped out billions and sent shockwaves through the crypto world. Then there's Theranos. Elizabeth Holmes promised to revolutionize blood testing with just a drop of blood. Sounds amazing, right? But it was all smoke and mirrors. The tech never worked, and the company went from a $9 billion valuation to zero. Number 4, Juicero. Remember this one? The $400 juicer that squeezed juice packs you could just squeeze with your hands. Investors pumped in $120 million before realizing the product was, well, a bit of a joke. Moving on, Quibi. This short-form streaming service launched in 2020 with $1.75 billion in funding. It shut down just 6 months later. Why? A terrible launch strategy and a market that just wasn't interested. And who could forget Solyndra? This solar panel company received a $535 million loan from the US government, only to go bankrupt 2 years later. Poor management and flawed technology were the culprits. Then there's Pets.com. Back in the dot-com bubble, this online pet supply retailer burned through $300 million before shutting down in 2000. Turns out they spent more on marketing than they made in sales. Yikes, how about Jawbone? This tech company, once valued at over $3 billion, went bust in 2017. Constant product issues and fierce competition did them in. Next, MySpace. The original social networking giant lost its crown to Facebook due to poor management and user experience issues. From being bought for $580 million to being sold for just $35 million, it's a classic tale of tech downfall. And finally, let's talk about Friendster. Another early social network. It was a sensation in the early 2000s until technical issues and poor user experience drove people away. These are just a few examples of how not to run a startup. Remember, failure can happen to anyone, but it's important to learn from these stories. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive into more epic fails. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.